All right, troop seekers, here we go again. A U.S. Navy warship was chased by UFOs. Not one, but two. Here's the kicker. When the warship tried to engage with the two UFOs, they were totally unaffected by our anti-drone weapons. In fact, they couldn't even be seen on the radar. Let's get down into the story. According to the documentary filmmaker C Beatty, Beaty is the individual who produced the documentary in 2019, the Nimitz Encounters. How did Beaty come across this story? So according to what is being said is that he was contacted by a U.S. Marine official who only goes by the name Mark. So we need to try to find out who that is, troop seekers. I first saw this story on the Independence. Now, according to the crew on this warship, that they were being chased by two car-sized balls UFOs. Here's the facts. The warship was identified as USS Kearsage. Now, this is a 40,000-ton amphibious assault warship, okay? And it was doing a training exercise off the east coast of the U.S. According to the Independent, these balls of light was about 200 feet above the ocean and about a half a mile behind the warship. The two UFOs was noticed by the warship deckhand crew. When the crew finds out about this, they were unable to get what they call a thermal targeting track on these UFOs. Now that alone is shocking enough. Now hear me out now. The Marines that was aboard the warship thought it was some training exercise and they thought it was some new anti-drone technology. The UFOs totally bypassed the ship countermeasures as well as could not even get a thermal lock on them, as I said before. Now, another shocking part of this story is that the crew also reported that these UFOs is doing some rapid maneuvers and they were swooping around, and again, the ship was unable to track these objects. It is understood that there is some video of what happened with this incident, but they have not been released yet. And once again, we need to dig into this, truth seekers, because why was it a big secret? I don't know. The documentarian who told The Sun, and I quote, "If these objects turn out to be not man-made and not by any foreign actors, we need to investigate this thoroughly." I totally agree. So here's my final thoughts as a UFO investigator for the MUFON Network. And these are my thoughts only. But one of the things that I would like to kind of point out is this. If we really think about, and I use this quote always with George Orwell's book 1984, when he always says, "I understand the how, but I don't understand the why." And this is the motivation behind why the big secret. And we need to not just hear these stories. Okay, they telling us what is happening. Okay, we know that there was two UFOs chasing our warships, and that's fine. And most of the public wants to know just that information. But I'm more concerned with the why. And I think if we start really thinking why and asking those questions, we can get into the deeper answers of what we need to as truth seekers from these big secret keepers, I call them. So I ask you, not only post your comments, why again is this a big secret? They're not telling us. We have to get leaks to find out about these things, and that truly concerns me. But what concerns me more is the technology that we have. The most advanced technology could not even track these UFOs. Our anti-weapons could not even get a lock on them to engage with these UFOs. And almost as saying, the way they was rapping and swooping, they were just taunting us saying, you can't do nothing if you wanted to. What are your thoughts about that? I mean, are we vulnerable? Or is that why it's a big secret? Because they know they don't want us to know that we cannot defend ourselves? I don't know. But post your comments and also share this video so we can get more people to get in on this story. You can Google it. It's the Independent of the Sun is where it originated. And if you find some value in some of these videos that I'm doing, if you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done it already, like it, share it. I'm Roderick Martin, MUFON UFO investigator, also podcast Why the Big Secret. And I want to leave you with this quote. The eyes are useless when the mind is blind. We got to start asking why.